Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular kitchen gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I'm here with one of my favourite air fry meats, and that is air fryer roast lamb. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Now the lamb, what I recommend you use is either neck or leg that's a boneless cooking joint, as they work the best in the air fryer and are easiest to cook. What we've got here today for ingredients, we've got our air fry lamb joint. It's just below 900 grams, so it's quite a small one, but that's good because sometimes it feels like the joints in the air fryer take forever to cook. I mean, the one that we've actually got on Recipe This, we ended up slicing it in half just to give it a little bit longer to cook the inside. So if you can go smaller, do so. The one we've got on Recipe This is 1.2 kilos, so this is a little bit smaller. And then for seasonings, we've got salt and pepper. We've got rosemary, we've got bouquet garni, which is just like a French mixed herbs, so you can swap those for mixed herbs, Italian seasoning, or another favourite flavour of yours. And I would normally use thyme, but I've run out of time because I've used it in so many recipes lately, so I'm subbing that for parsley. And then I'm also adding in some extra virgin olive oil. And of course, who doesn't like lamb with potatoes? They kind of go together like salt and pepper. So what we're going to do is we're going to partially cook the lamb whilst we prep the potatoes, and then we can be cooking roast potatoes with the roast lamb at the same time. I mean, it's just a fantastic combination, and then it'll all be ready together at the same time, and it'll just make the perfect pairing. So now I've shown you the ingredients, it's time to get going with it. So what I recommend you do first is that you actually score the lamb. This allows the seasoning to get into the meat better and makes it easier to cook. And it's still got its string around, which is good because it'll help hold it into place. I'm not taking the string off. So as you can see, that creates some nice little flavour pockets there that you can use. And then I'm just going to quickly wash. And then you can start with the salt and pepper. And then once you've done the salt and pepper, you can do your bouquet. And you can do your parsley. And then just give it a good once over. And now it's ready to go in the air fryer. So as you can see, that's how it looks. We're only seasoning one side for now because we'll be turning it over. Then go to your air fryer basket, add in your lamb. And we go low with this, so we're starting on 160 Celsius, which is 320 Fahrenheit, because you don't want it burning on the sides and then not being cooked in the middle. And then we're kick-starting this with 30 minutes. And then whilst it's doing its 30, we can prep the potatoes, and then they'll be ready for the gaps once we turn over the lamb. So the lamb is now cooking in the air fryer, so it's time to prep the potatoes. So what I recommend is you grab your bowl and you peel them with whatever your favourite knife is. You might have a favourite peeler. This is my favourite knife. I got it from IKEA and I absolutely love it. And then, oh, I missed a bit. Then once you've peeled your potatoes, do them into kind of roasted sizes. And then once you've done that, check to see if they're all right sizes, or if you want to go take some a bit smaller. Bearing in mind you want an even cook in the air fryer. I'm just going to half that one as well. And I'm happy with the sizes there. And then once you're happy with the sizes, add in your seasonings. I'm going for air fryer rosemary roast potatoes. Then add in your salt and pepper. And then the last job is to add in your extra virgin olive oil. I just use the lid most of the time because I know that I just need a heaped lid, if that makes sense, rather than getting a teaspoon out. And then give them a mix with your hands. Make sure you get them wonderfully coated, because the better they are coated, then the better they'll taste and the crispier they'll get. So as you can see, the roast is ready to go. I'm now just going to put these to one side, and when the air fryer beeps, we can turn over the lamb, re-season and add in the roast potatoes. And we've beeped. So the lamb has done 30 minutes. So let's check on it, turn it and add in the roast potatoes. Oh wow, that lamb is looking fantastic already. And one thing that I want to check on is I'm using this butcher's and it does the most amazing meat, and it's so much better than the rubbish that I buy from the supermarket. And the one thing we all say about is that their meat, it doesn't tend to be as fatty as supermarket meat. So let's do the test, shall we? And look, there's hardly any fat in the bottom of the air fryer, and normally if you put a cheaper cut of lamb in there, you'd have loads. And another reason why you don't want loads, well, beyond the cholesterol, you know, and the damage to your health, of course, is the fact that smoky food or food that contains too much fat in the air fryer will result in your air fryer smoking. And of course, setting off your smoke alarm. So by going with a better cut of lamb, it's got so many good reasons for doing so. So now, what I recommend you do, turn it over. And then I'm going to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil spray on this side because this side needs it more. And then what I recommend you do is you season the other side like we did before. So let's start with the salt and pepper, parsley, and of course bouquet garni. What I do is I buy the bouquet garni packs that look like kind of tea bags, and I buy them from M&S, and then I get the hubby to remove the kind of tea bag and then load loads of them into a jar like this. And what it does is it gives a wonderful mixed herbs, because the mixed herbs that they sell at M&S, there's two different types, and both type has got sage in or tarragon, which the hubby's allergic to. So that's our plan B. So you can make your own mixed herbs by mixing up some of your favourite seasonings like we do. So then, once you've seasoned your lamb, let's find some gaps for those roast potatoes that we've already prepped. It's a wonderful thing about prepping before. You can just get the air fryer straight back on and sort it. So I'm just going to wash my hands a sec. And then you put it back on, and also you have to be really careful here, because if that bit goes too high it'll burn. Now 25 minutes, 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, and we should be about there then. And we've beeped. So let's check on our lamb roast, shall we? Oh, wow, look at that. I mean, that looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, and it smells so good too. I just can't wait to tuck in. So the first thing I do when I cook meat and potatoes together is I do the fork test, just to make sure the roast potatoes are fork tender. And as you can see, those potatoes are absolutely spot on for roast potatoes in the air fryer. And if you want them that little bit fattier or that little bit extra crispy, you can actually swap the small amount of extra virgin olive oil for a teaspoon of duck fat instead, and they're just as good. Or goose fat, that also works well. So you'll also notice in this recipe at the point that we added the potatoes, and that's because roast potatoes in the air fryer are easily done in 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, whenever you're doing your roasting meats, they're closer to an hour. So just bear that in mind. I prefer to cook the meat a bit, and then when I turn it over, add the potatoes, and then the meat and potatoes are ready at the same time instead of the potatoes going cold. And you can follow this concept with so many different recipes. And do check out our air fryer pot roast recipe, because that one does the carrots and the potatoes at the same time. And then we've done similar with some frozen veggies on our air fry rump roast as well. And we have videos for them as well, so do check those out. So once we've done the fork test, we can use the same fork to remove the lamb from the air fry basket and place it on a chopping board. As you can see there, and look, let me show you those potatoes again. You can see they're all perfectly cooked and wonderful. So now, onto the lamb. Of course, you've got the string to remove. It can be hard work, 'cause I find sometimes after you've roasted, you can't always see it. And then it comes off in strands. Though, if you remove the string before cooking, then what you can do is you can end up with it falling apart. So if you look, it gets really, really stuck. So if you look, it's gone all the way through. Oh, there we go. We're string free. So then after done this, you can cut it wherever you want just to see how well it's cooked. And wow, we've got perfectly cooked lamb. So I'm just going to cut a bit off to try it, because it's still quite hot. Roast lamb in the air fryer, I mean seriously, it's so good. Absolutely amazing. You just can't fault it. And then for the roast potatoes. Air fry roast potatoes, oh, they're just amazing. And do check out our duck fat roast potatoes video as well, because it's just so easy to do and so delicious, and they pair so well together. Oh, and if you're watching this and you've got an air fryer oven and you're complaining that everybody just cooks in the baskets and there's never any recipes for you, do check out and search on recipethis.com for air fryer leg of lamb, because we've actually done it also in the air fryer oven with the leg on one shelf and the roast potatoes on another, and it's one of our favourite recipes. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.